Let's go. Boy, if you want it, come taste this ice cream. Guarantee you can depend on me to give it to you. Boy, when you need it, you taste this ice cream. Guarantee you won't be good.
Yeah, sure. Hands down, hats off, you're a love maker. Going up and down like we're on an elevator. Girl, you got me so high, they call me Sky Pigeon. I think I'm gonna be your baby's daddy one day. But until then, I'm gonna be a player. Thugged out, pimpin', money maker. Stay G'd in the club with my hands up. JS in the VIP with the boot cuts. Girl, I really wanna come taste your ice cream. All I really wanna do is taste your ice cream. After we could sip on some Henny, then get freaky, girl, show your panties.
Boy, if you want it, you want taste this ice cream. Guarantee you can depend on me to give it to you. Boy, when you need it, oh yeah, this ice cream. Guarantee you won't regret it, baby. The way that the line is going, boy, I love it. Throw back down like tease, I love it. Shine like, ooh, I love it. We going down, place I want above you. Boy, don't you wanna come taste my ice cream? Really need you to come taste my ice cream. Working like a snake when you drop and taste me. 2 scoops of vanilla, so tasty. Boy, if you want it, come taste this ice cream. Guarantee you can depend on me. Give it to you. Boy, when you need it, taste this ice cream. Guarantee you regret it. Showing me all of the tricks and I love it. You got the magic stick and I love it. I feel like every time candy touch it, I believe 'cause I wanna. Boy, don't you wanna come taste my ice cream? Really need you to come taste my ice cream. Fresh out the kitchen, I got some cooking. White peppery makes chocolate pudding, yeah. Boy, if you want, come taste this ice cream. Guarantee you, baby, you can depend on me when. Boy, baby, you need this ice cream. Guarantee you won't regret it, baby.
Whatever you need, I got that. I dream of cookies and cream, strawberry pralines and chocolate. Top that off with whipped cream and 10 cherry. Your flavor's more major than any Ben and Jerry. Watch me, Big Tigger, get all up in this French vanilla butter pecan. I want a lick of your nice rum raisin. Oh, girl, you are amazing. Ice cold, but the way you roll that is cagey. Whoa. Please meet me at the room after the show so you can feed me spoon after spoon till the sun replace the moon. Nothing less, bless me with that fresh ice cream from JS. Yes.
Boy, if you want it, you want it, stay. Guarantee you can depend on me. Boy, when you need it, when you need it, ice cream. Guarantee.
Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy.
Air Hater 1 reporting to PhD base. Over. This is PhD base. Go ahead, Hater 1. Yeah, we have the talent in sight. How would you have us proceed? Over.
Hater 1, this is your Captain Player Hater. What is the talent's position?
Well, sir, due to the heavy rains up here, it's hard to tell what the talent is carrying. Over.
Well, I suggest you try real hard, Hater 1. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, it looks like he's carrying something Square like, sir. Over.
What do you mean, square like?
I don't know, sir. A CD of some sort with glowing lettering. Over.
I want you to look very carefully on that disc and tell me what the letterings are.
Oh my God, this is big, sir.
Talk to me, hater.
Kelly, VIP. I repeat, Kelly, VIP, sir. Over.
He's right, Captain. This is big. Only if we allow him to reach his destination.
We're waiting on an order, sir. Sir?
Hater 1, this is your captain. I order you to take the talent out. Do not, I repeat, do not under any circumstances let this disc be heard. Vocal.
Roger that, sir. All systems go. Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My shawty, how you doing? My shawty, she got the ball, she got the chain, she got the wall. Pick me up, 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 off the wall. Pick me up, pick me up. Say it later, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna
I did it. They know the sin. They know the date. They know the time. Their case is strong. I have no alibi. I already know I'm not innocent. I did the crime. How can I prove that I am sorry?
Lord, I'm sorry.
Where do I go? What do I owe? What is the price?
Somebody tell me.
Can I remove this from my record?
If it's at all possible.
I'm willing to do
Again.
whatever it takes. I'll sacrifice. Cause when you check the world, there seems to be no record. How can it be the pages right under my name? When he took a second look, and all he saw was a big brick stain. That symbolized the blood that was shed for me way back on Calvary. Through my Savior's love, my debt was paid. Oh, worthy is the precious Lamb, that Holy One, the great I am. Blessed be the great and merciful name. The trial is over.
No longer guilty.
Down on my knees, forgive me, please. That's what
Thank you, Jesus.
thanks to the cross. All sin is lost.
You can't point your finger.
Long time ago, now one that is over. The blood is
Y'all know the story.
they crucified him, he bled and died.
I don't know
I don't know
why.
why. Did it find so bad?
135 Radio. Show me making contact with apartment.
Red's not supposed to be green, like faith's not supposed to be seen. The sky's not supposed to touch the ground, and a square's not supposed to be round. The moon's not supposed to touch the sun, and a two is not supposed to be a one. And the heart's not supposed to weigh a ton, and forever's not supposed to be done. Winter's not supposed to come in June, and I am not supposed to have the blues. There are so many things that are not supposed to be, babe, except you and me. There are so many things that I'm not supposed to be. Ooh, babe, yeah, except you and me. Night's not supposed to be long. Yeah. No one is supposed to be alone. Understanding is not supposed to be confused. And the wind is not supposed to lose. Like fire's not supposed to freeze. Or like joy is not supposed to grieve. Like you are not supposed to leave. What I said I'm not supposed to mean. He is not supposed to have your heart. Baby, we are not supposed to be apart. There are so many things that are not supposed to be said.
Can y'all hear me real good?
You and me.
Can you
There are so many things that I'm not supposed to be. Hey, baby, it seems just like no seasons changing, or this earth with no creation, or a heart with no feelings, or a sickness without a healing, just like a frozen spring, or bird with no wings, just like a song out of key. That's how I like to be. Like the night skies with no stars, a lonely broken heart, no holding hands or walks in the park. That's how I wanna be if we wanna part. There are so many things, yeah, except love. So many things that are not supposed to be. Like having nowhere to breathe. Like having no words to breathe. Like having no rain for the sea. There are so many things that not supposed to be. Not supposed to be. Except you and me.
Yo, what's going on? That's how we doing it. What's how we doing it? Shout out to everybody that's here. I want to welcome everybody that's here. We're going to have an informative live today. Because you know what? You see the title, Bruce, Carey, Robert, are they guilty? If so, then of what? The truth. Jump in. Now, I want to say shout out to the Dream Team that's here. Shout out to the people that's watching. Coretta, I'll talk about that later. Come on, Coretta. Come on, Coretta. I'll talk about that later, Coretta. I got you. Shout out to the Dream Team that's here. Shout out to the ones that's in the bushes. Only thing I ask is that you go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that want to be informed. Meek, what up? I am your short hair specialist. Trust me, Meek can slay some hair, baby. But I want to talk about some things. You know, I sit back and I laugh and I see people that want to try to resurrect themselves by trying to create a beef with me. That's not going to happen. I keep saying it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this. Hey, Miss Melinda, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. EJ, what's up? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this right here. I have never been, never will be, a bum. So when I hear the bum of YouTube talking like that, I sit back and I laugh and I say, dude, you're a DanaJay wannabe. Listen. You get no, what's up, Quita? You get no type of energy from this way. Continue doing what you're doing and living how you living. I'm like, damn. 55 years old and living from pillar to post. That's not a made man. That's not a baller. That's a bum. A brother in his 40s got his own everything and don't got to ask you, the bum nigga, for nothing. That gives out. And only when I need something, then I ask. I don't do everyday begging. But see, when people scam their way off the top and they come up off of other people's pain, then guess what? They can afford to be missing from YouTube. Certain people like me got jobs though. So when we missing, we hitting that clock and we getting it. Unlike you. Then I hear people that just can't take the fact that they need to leave well enough alone. And they always want to one-up somebody. The prime goal for all of this one-up stuff is going to cause, but yet you keep talking about them. Wait, hold on. Hold on. But yet you keep talking about them, but yet they still on my dick. Next, just like you are. Understand that. So I have a right to defend my name against anybody. However, I said it once and I say it again with a smile. Family business is family goddamn business. And when you have an outsider like the Warrers who don't respect her own mother, who don't respect her own family, who arrange marriages just for money from Congo, or should I say from Africa. A person who would do anything, god damn. A person who would do anything just to be in the limelight. Hey, Miss Shirley, makes me sit back and say, people are crazy. So when I see dummies talk about Carey Kelly as a crackhead, Carey smoked weed and he drank a little bit. This is why I say you can't listen to people, because truth to be told, the nigga that they put their faith into is the crackhead, which is Bruce. Once again, Dana don't have nothing personal against Bruce. I just see the way Bruce is being extorted because Bruce has slipped back into remission. And when you slip back into remission, you will say and do anything just to go get that what? Jet fuel that will take you on that all-time high. So, as y'all don't know, Carey and Sylvia had this thing going back and forth where Sylvia tried to pirate Carey's book. Carey was told by the police to sue her. He did that. They gave him the avenue to go to federal court, and he threw it out because that's a federal charge. Sylvia gets, the Warrers gets mad and run to Bruce with lies and then go live, but only for members. Which lets me to believe that two things is at play. One, Bruce wasn't on that call. Two, Sylvia was pushing them buttons and chopping down responses from Bruce. That's my assumption until I see otherwise. But then when I sat back and listened to the provocateur today, I listened to as much as I could. And before cutting it off, I have to say that people are indulgent in family business and spreading lies. Bruce ain't no better than Carey. Carey and Bruce ain't no better than Robert. It's a family affair that they have to get together. But because Robert won't do what certain people want them to do, people don't care about getting Robert fucked up in the process. Dana, why you say that? Bruce just said what he said. Carey said what he said. No, because if you know Carey will try to ignore for as long as he can. But what you got to realize is that Carey is the firecracker. Bruce is the in-between. Robert is the humble one. See, until you know the people, you know how to play the game. And right now, y'all playing a dangerous game that's going to get Robert damn near 9,000 years and going to get his appeal fucked up. Why? Because of Bruce. And because of Sylvia. And because of Gay Bolingbrook and all of their followers. Dana, what do you know that we don't know? A whole lot. A whole lot. Well, Bruce ain't never say nothing wrong. And you got to stop putting the Warrior's name and stuff because she ain't do nothing wrong. But let's take it back. Let's take it back. Do y'all remember the press conference with Uncle Greg, Bruce, and Carey at the federal courthouse? Y'all remember Carey baby mama just popped up, just out the blue. She just popped up, right? No, she didn't. Keish T had her on her page for an interview. Sylvia is the one that introduced Carey baby mama to the interview. That's how she got there. Carey baby mama came to disrupt the interview. So after the interview, I find it ironic that Bruce didn't want to do the interview with Sylvia then. But after Bruce got tight with certain people, Sylvia is connected to the certain people. So now Bruce started to trust Sylvia. Wrong move. If y'all remember, something like this popped up. And it went a little something like this.
Don't go there. I have you locked up. I don't do it. All right, watch it. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm supposed to be scared of somebody. No, you just need to get away from me. You need to get away from me. You need to get the fuck away from me. You mad because I'm telling the truth? You need to get the fuck away from me. You mad because I'm telling the truth? Let the whole world see. You mad because I'm telling the truth? One minute I ain't say nothing about you, but one killer, the one who threw him under the bus, now you want to come like you're on his side? What are you worried about what's going on in our family? Last I checked, I got 2 Kellys that came out of here. Huh? 2 of them at one time. Now, right, so I said what I want to say. Thank you. You need to take your crazy ass to a nut house. You take your ass to a baby house. Been here 16 years, you trying to get one.
This is when Bruce was Bruce. This is when Bruce was uptight and upstanding. And he told her, get the F away from here. And then he said, when have you ever been concerned about what goes on in the Kelly family? So I have to adopt that. When have the Warriors and the Bolingbrook dude ever been concerned about what happens in the Kelly family? This is what y'all missing. As long as the Warriors claim that she had ties to R. Kelly, she ain't give a fuck about Bruce or Carey. If you can remember correctly, the dude from Bolingbrook said he's going to slap the shit out of Bruce and beat the hell out of Carey when he got down there and seen him. And then he jumped and tried to talk about, I saved their interview. No, the news people packed up and let you just talk. So when you look at the things that happen, the Warriors have been a deterrence for the Kellys since day one. Dana, why would you say that? And you brought her there. Yeah, I thought she was a supporter. Yes, I introduced her to Rob. But then she tried to sabotage Rob by giving Jasmine the address to the gym. When Cash Jones and Don Russell was setting the whole thing up. And instead of Sylvia staying out of it, she gave her the address to the gym, which could have got robbed and all type of trouble. Anything could have happened. Jasmine could have had some people going up there to shoot Rob, anything. But nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about when the Warriors used a fake badge to get into the conference of a Judge Leavenweber's secretary's private chats and lied and got pertinent information to Robert just to put it out on YouTube. Nothing happened there. She also tried to sabotage Rob by reproducing transcripts at a higher rate, or at any rate at all. Then she come back and say, any money that hit her platform is her money. In other words, she will use Robert's name to get what she wants for financial gain. Because if any money hit her platform, it's her money. They ain't talk about that. They ain't talk about the countless scams that she did. And ain't none of it hit Robert Kelly's account. They ain't talk about that. We witness Hollywood Next collect money to send to Rob commissary. But we also witnessed the Warriors collect money and claim she sent it to Robert. Hollywood Next had the receipt and everything of how much she sent, how much she collected. Everything was on a T. But with the Warriors, there's a question mark with a very harsh gray area. And when I sit back and listen to and watch how they link up now, like nothing never happened, I laugh. And I have to let it be known that all of their supposed to be beefs were false. That was just for clicks and views and to see what avenue I was going to take and see what I was going to do. I ain't taking no avenue. If y'all beefing, fuck y'all. That's y'all. I don't care. The problem of the matter is y'all don't know what's going on. Because y'all so used to Dana jumping in and saving. No, I ain't saving nobody now. Y'all on your own. Y'all getting police reports on each other, that's y'all business. Dream Team business is Dream Team business. I see everything that's posted. Whether you hide it or not, I see it. Just letting you know. But if you're so confident that Bruce got something negative to say about Carey, why didn't you do what we used to talk about in one of our old segments and put that shit on the table? Don't go to members only, let everybody hear it. I'm gonna tell you why you didn't let everybody hear it. Nope. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save that to the end. Say it to the end. But then I listen to people like they big up Carey and say, Carey is the reason. Carey and Drea is the reason why Robert got locked up. False. When I say their accounts played the part, yes. But you forgetting what Bruce said. You forgetting that Bruce was on Surviving R. Kelly. Was Carey on Surviving R. Kelly? Can anybody tell me if y'all seen Carey Kelly on Surviving R. Kelly? I seen Carey Kelly get on the news. I seen him talk to Tasha K. And I seen him on different levels. I seen him when he was mad at Robert, when he was pushing a narrative against Robert, and I seen when he came back and got vindicated. But from what I understand, Carey is the only one that was man enough to say, Robert, I did this, I said that, I did that. Can I get your forgiveness? And then he went public and said that he had to pray about it. He had to repent. And he had to ask his brother for repentance. So at the end of the day, I say this. You got one person in Bolingbrook talking about R. Kelly ain't worth a damn. His name, him and his name should be thrown under the bus. He'll slap R. Kelly. He'll do this, he'll do that. Then you got the walrus that's scamming off of R. Kelly. That's trying to make it seem like that Carey is a villain. And the thing that get me is that Carey told her, stop pirating my book. And everything would have been cool. But she runs to get Bruce like Bruce is supposed to spank Carey. When the only wish that Rob had for Carey and Kelly, for Carey and Bruce, was for them to come together as one. Because he wanted his brothers on the same page. And you take a spiteful, hateful ass, demeanor ass, stinking ass woman to create even more division in the Kelly family. The same woman that sat back and lied on Jennifer Bonjean and said, oh, Jennifer Bonjean said that I can send funds to her office for Robert Kelly. Bonjean had to come out and say, no, I did not say that. Don't send nothing to my office. But now I'm going to give you a little exclusive real quick for the people that's watching, for 151 of y'all real quick. Ask yourself this question. When Bonjean last came out, not the post that she just came out with, but the post before that, and she said, the people are making pages in my name. That is not me. You seen everybody talk about it except for who? The walrus. Ask yourself this question, and this is what people need to ask the walrus. Why did you make that page of Jennifer Bonjean and act like you was her? I'm going to say it again, and for people who don't comprehend well, you need to ask the walrus, why did she make that fake page of Jennifer Bonjean and act like she was her? I'm going to put it out there. I hold no secrets. If you think I'm lying, go look at the walrus community wall. Go look at that fake Jennifer Bonjean wall. You'll see similar resemblance. That's too similar to be separated from each other. So we're going to get into some stuff real quick. We're going to look at some videos, right? We're going to look at some videos like this one right here. When Bruce say he don't believe the women are being truthful. But check this out. Don't slip.
I'm praying for my brother.
R. Kelly's brother Bruce never passed his younger sibling when both were inside Cook County Jail. It's where Bruce still sits, awaiting trial for possession of a stolen vehicle. But his brother is on his mind.
What did you think when you heard your younger brother Robert was arrested and charged?
Well, this hurt my soul. Bruce
Kelly says he hasn't talked to his brother since taking legal action against the singer in 2015 for unpaid wages. In 2015, he says he hasn't talked to his brother since.
This hurt my soul.
Bruce Kelly says he hasn't talked to his brother since taking legal action against the singer in 2015 for unpaid wages. But until then.
Hold on. Is this the same Bruce Kelly that be on your page, Walrus? That sued R. Kelly, his brother? Oh, y'all talk about what Teresa did. Y'all talk about what Carey did, but y'all don't want to talk about what Bruce did, huh? I'm just saying. Freedom Express Media, what up, bro? Thank you for holding the line up there, man. I seen you up there. I'll be up there soon.
Worked right beside this guy since 1990. I mean, officially working for him. Videos. I mean, I was his personal assistant, road manager.
Did you ever see any conduct that concerned you with young women, girls?
Well, not young women. No, not young women, but women in general, yes. You know, Robert, he used to keep a lot of things from me. He did. But I can't say that I had seen him with young women. You know, I mean, maybe younger than him, but not underage.
Robert Kelly is now charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse involving 4 alleged victims. 3 were underage.
I don't believe that these charges are true. I mean, I don't believe these women are being truthful. I don't.
But prosecutors don't usually file charges unless they believe they have evidence to support their case.
Well, the thing is, the prosecutors in a lot of cases file charges and don't have the proof, and they know they don't have the proof.
But Bruce Kelly acknowledges his brother often told women what to do and where they could and couldn't go, but blames it on not wanting various girlfriends to see each other.
I believe that Robert has an addiction, you know, a sexual addiction, and he really needs to get counseling, help.
Kelly hopes to beat the charges against him and get out of jail. He also hopes to mend fences with his famous brother, who continues to have impromptu public performances while waiting for his trial to begin.
I would hug him and tell him that I love him and that I don't care about the money.
Bruce Kelly's trial begins April 29th.
Now watch this. The power of the media. The power of the media. People will see that and they'd be like, oh, there'd be 50-50 on the fence. But this is what happens when you see a younger brother in trouble, and instinctively you want to defend your younger brother. You forget about what you did or said. Now people say, Carey said they, but this and this about Robert, this and this and this and this. Wait a minute. Did y'all forget about this? Did y'all forget about this? Let's listen.
Robert likes younger women. You have people who have fantasies about different things. I like older women. Go figure, you know. But that's just a preference. It's a preference. Everyone has preferences. So, what is the big deal? What's the big issue with my brother?
And that right there fed into the hands of the prosecutors, because he have a brother that's saying Robert like younger women. Not young of age women, but younger women. That feeds only into what the prosecution was saying. So Carey said something because, and Carey told you he was mad at his brother. Because by him being a baby, Robert didn't want to be a big brother to him. That's what Carey said. I wasn't there during them younger days, so I can't give an account. The only thing you can do is listen to what they say. Bruce was older than both of them. Bruce and Carey don't get along at all. So at the end of the day, they all have said something. Lord knows if we know if Robert said something about them. Who knows? I don't know. But wait. I'm going to play it this way because I'm going to end it on a different note. I'm going to play it this way. Listen to what Carey had to say. Check this out.
Will say, what does these snakes these managers who were dishonest, Barry. What does that have to do with the fact that your brother was having consistent relations with underage women? How do you tie the two together?
Well, again, like I said, I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't there when that was happening. When I actually said the things that I had said, I was at a bad place in my life, okay? And I was angry at my brother. I basically was only repeating stuff that I heard other people say. I'm just being 100. I'm being 100.
Now, on all of it, tie the two together.
Well, again, like I said, I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't there when that was happening. When I actually said the things that I had said, I was at a bad place in my life, okay? And I was angry at my brother. I basically was only repeating stuff that I heard other people say. I'm just being 100. I'm being 100.
Now, tie the two together.
Well, again, like I said, I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't there when that was happening. When I actually said the things that I had said, I was at a bad place in my life, okay? And I was angry at my brother. I basically was only repeating stuff that I heard other people say. I'm just being 100. I'm being 100.
Now, on all of it?
I wouldn't say, it depends on what you're talking about. I mean, because as far as controlling, I felt like he was controlling to a certain degree when it came to certain things. I felt like that.
So all the stuff about your sister and her molesting you and your brother, was that true or false?
That was the truth.
Okay.
That was the truth.
What about the tape that you found that you said you had came in possession of two white girls that R. Kelly had, your brother Robert had met at the mall, and I guess he met them at the mall, brought them back to the house, recorded them, and you found the tape, and you could have easily turned the tape over to the authorities, but you didn't do that. Was that true?
That wasn't true.
Really?
That wasn't true.
So, when a man can admit his wrong, right? And look the demon in the eye and tell what the truth is. At the end of the day, Carey and Robert are cool. They brothers. Bruce, Robert, and Carey are blood brothers. So whatever they go through, that's their family affair. I'm not even getting into the shit, and I know all of them. But for the fat motherfucker over there, the obese bitch, that's trying to create a dissension in between them brothers, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, and you ain't never been shit. And see, and the problem of that is this right here. On God, I wish I had some sisters here in Georgia. I wish I had some sisters here in Georgia, because I will get you fucked up badly. And I'm not saying allegedly, I'm putting that shit on record. I wish I had my sisters down here, because I will get you fucked up. Because the stuff you're doing is evil. Don't nobody got to deal with you. All this because Carey won't let you show his book. You ain't never support Carey. And your friend in Detroit said it. Carey is the ops. You shouldn't be doing his thing anyway. Oh, okay, cool. So if Carey is the ops, then what is Robert? Have Robert came out and said his brother what was the ops? So like I said and before, ain't none of y'all nor myself qualified to speak on their relationship and what the fuck they got going on. That part right there, Prima. See, See, they can't handle the truth, just like they skipped Bruce talking about Kelly recorded him, then turned around and said he don't believe he recorded the accusers and without consent. Facts. Facts. And this is the reason why we do not over here deal with the ops. And I said it, and this is why I always say it. If you want to be mods or friends with the ops, stay there. And at first they say, oh, Dana trying to tell people what to do. No, I ain't trying to tell people what to do. I just don't want that confusion spirit around me. And I have that right to speak on that. Wherever y'all go is where y'all go. Y'all grown. But don't bring that bull fracking over here to me. Y'all want to stay being confused and dealing with them dumbass spirits? Y'all do that on your own time. Don't come contaminate my chat, nor my page, nor try to derail anything I got to say, because anything that's not like you is going to be called out because it can't stay where it don't belong. That's why you don't see me in everybody chat no more. You don't see me being friendly to everybody no more, because a friend to everybody is a friend to nobody. And there's still some Dream Team members who's friendly to everybody. And it irks my soul. But I'm at the point now where they got to find out on their own. And when they get hurt, don't come this way, because I warned you. Stand on your own now. Don't come to me. Oh, Dana, they said this about me. They picking with me. They doing this. They doing that. Because I'm going to remind you. Wasn't you in that chat talking like this? Wasn't you in that chat speaking to this? Wasn't you in this chat speaking to that? Ain't they linked to that? So why are you there? So complaining to me ain't going to make it better. It's going to make it worse, because I'm going to remind you of when I told you, do not dwell with the devil if you're not equipped to fight the devil. The problem is too many people try to be Indian chiefs and not just Indians. Everybody ain't called to lead. And everybody that's called to lead ain't met the expectation to follow. See, in order to be a good in order to be a good leader, and you got to be a great follower. This is what people not telling you. But I will say this, and I will send a stern message to you, Bruce. If you are doing that, it's striking a bad nerve in Carey. And I will say this much. You left a recording on you left a dissertation on Carey's answer machine. If you don't want it all to come out, leave that man alone. If you ain't going to be a big brother to him, leave him alone. Because what you're doing is you're poking the bear. And the one thing you don't want is for Carey to say fuck everybody and release what you said on the answer machine, Bruce. Not only will it destroy Rob's appeal coming from your mouth, Bruce, but it will destroy a lot of his support. And Rob will never see the light of day. So understand, if I'm talking about it, I'm the one that's hearing it. I'm the one that's saying, nah, man, but don't do that. And I'm the one that's talking people off the ledge. And his love for Robert is the reason why he didn't do it. But the more you play with him, the more he grow hatred for you. So if you didn't go on her channel, I believe you need to come forward and say, no, I didn't go on there. I didn't do nothing like that. I'm not part of that. Because what she's doing is setting the precedence for a war between you and your brothers. And it don't have to be that way. Y'all are Kelly brothers. Y'all came out of the same vagina. So since y'all came out the same vagina, why are y'all letting a delusional bitch from New York who don't know shit, ain't nothing but an internet whore and a freak and an attention whore, come in between y'all? And now let me tie some loose ends in. Because of what Bruce, Ashley Davis, good question. Why would he consider it if it would hurt his brother? I'm late coming in, but I'm just saying, okay, I'm gonna tell you why he would consider it. Because of who it is talking. At the end of the day, when you're being villainized by an older brother, and the older brother has done dirt still to this day to both of the younger brothers, then the younger brother have the ammo to destroy the older brother, but he don't want to do it because it's going to affect the middle brother. In other words, you can't tell been there how to get there when been there already been there. And especially when trying to get there is trying to do what? Get there. I'm just saying. What up, Shorty? So when Carey came to New York, if you notice, it was certain people that was there that was wondering, why is Carey in New York? See, there's a backstory to that. And what they did was they villainized Carey to the point where Carey was supposed to be the villain. But listen to what he said in New York.
Members listening to testimony here at federal court. Carey says that he does not believe any of the accusers who have testified so far. He thinks they're lying. And here's more of the conversation we had with Carey Kelly a short time ago.
What made you decide to come out here?
Well, I decided to come out because I've been hearing a lot of different things, you know, and I wanted to come see for myself. So that's why I took the trip here. And I'm glad that I did come. At the end of the day, that's my brother. I'm here to support him, and I love him. That's my brother. And I got a chance to see the lies that these people told in the court of law under oath. It changed the whole game, you know, for me, to be able to see that with my own eyes, not hearsay, but see-say, and it's a difference.
And what do you think is going to be the outcome with this case?
Well, I think they should actually just throw it out. He should be acquitted or drop the charges because, I mean, they lying. They are lying on him in the court of law. Everybody see it. That's there. That's part of it. You see it. That's it.
Is there anything else that I didn't ask you that you want to add as a brother, seeing your brother go through this, and how does it make you feel?
It hurts my heart. You know, it really do. You know, I feel for him. You know. Because actually I'm being attacked at a lower level of this. So I could just only imagine his level is like 100,000 times mine. I don't have the money or the fame that he has. And I'm being attacked by women, kids' mothers, things of that nature.
Why are you being attacked?
Well, I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'm saying I understand it. I got a chance to put his shoes on. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't put your shoes on to see if they can fit you. They just say this and say that, you know, make their comments, but they don't have your shoes on. People have to actually put your shoes on. And I believe that God allowed me to be able to put my brother's shoes on. Kids' mothers, things of that nature. See it. That's there. That's part of it. You see it. That's it.
Is there anything else that I didn't ask you that you want to add as a brother, seeing your brother go through this, and how does it make you feel?
It hurts my heart, you know, it really do. You know, I feel for him, you know, because actually I'm being attacked at a lower level of this. So I could just only imagine his level is like 100,000 times mine. I don't have the money or the fame that he has. And I'm being attacked by women, kids' mothers, things of that nature.
Why are you being attacked?
Well, I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'm saying I understand it. I got a chance to put his shoes on. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't put your shoes on to see if they can fit you. They just say this and say that, you know, make their comments, but they don't have your shoes on. People have to actually put your shoes on. And I believe that God allowed me to be able to put my brother's shoes on.
And we should mention that female voice you hear asking the questions is Olivia. She's our field producer, and she also spoke with Carey Kelly a short time ago. Now, some people will hear those remarks, and they may find Carey's remarks a bit confusing and surprising, because just 2 years ago, he had a much different perspective on his brother's situation. In an interview with CBS 2 in Chicago, Carey Kelly was asked directly if he believes his brother is a pedophile. And I'm going to read the quote. He said, I mean, I can't say that for sure. I just know that he has a problem with control. I love my brother, but he does have a problem. And if anybody out there loves him, they should want to get him help. In that same interview, Carey said this. He noticed troubling behavior decades ago when his brother would ask him to, quote, get girls for him at concerts. And he goes on to say, I mean, to me, they looked underage. And then finally, in that same interview, Carey Kelly says, to see all of these other women come forth and hear the allegations and different things, I feel bad that I did not speak earlier than what I did. So,
and if you look at it, Carey told Tasha K and everybody he was only repeating what he heard. But wait a minute. Let's listen to Carey in his own words. In an interview done exclusively by Dana J, yours truly, the brother, the father, the son, the change man, exclusive interview of Carey Kelly. Man, y'all go and look at this video, but I'm going to play a little bit of it right here. Just listen to how sincere it is and check it out. A lady throwing shots for no reason that came out and said that she's not supporting the book, but she's sharing the book. And I came out and told y'all this book is not an ordinary book. This book is not an ordinary book. Y'all know I don't bring drama to my channels. So y'all know I have a drama channel for that. If I want to do drama, I got a drama. But I got a channel for that. However, some untruths was being said. So let's listen to this real quick while my guests come. I want to listen to some untruths. That's just it. Hold on.
Said, Bree, you're right. T-Girl, you're right. All those that was telling me that this dude had something for me, I didn't believe it. And Marsha used to always tell me, Sylvia, you messed up when you brought him the 2 for 5, 2 for 5. You know what 2 for 5? Yes, Lavelle. God, he was lusting, and he was proud, and I'm telling you, y'all, and I'm not trying to be funny. Lord, I hope nobody sees this, but I believe he masturbates to the left tata. I think he masturbates to it every single day. I think he does.
Wow.
For real. For real. You don't see a smile on my face. I'm serious. When I saw that video and watched his face and how he covered his mouth, it was like, what?
Wow. So she went on her live. The Warriors went on her live to talk about me and my guest today. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on. Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? How you been?
Man, bro. Shit, I've been good, bro. I've been good. How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm great. Man, you over here with the Dream Team. Let everybody know who you are.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Dream Team? This is Carey Kelly.
And who's your brothers?
The famous R. Kelly, Robert Kelly.
And you got another one, right?
Yeah, I got another brother, Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce.
So just to clear some things up, I already know the truth, but word on the curb is that you have 3 sisters. Let's clear this up real quick.
I only got one sister that I know that came from my mama.
And what's her name?
Teresa.
Okay. All right. Now that we got that out the way and we can clear some things up real quick and we can get it all straight. So how you been, man?
Man, brother, I mean, life is a ride, man. You know, it's a wave. You know, you catch that wave and you ride it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed, man, that, you know, that God woke me up today and all the other days to be able to make the moves that he want me to make.
That's what's up. Cause I know the last time I seen you, you was in New York supporting your brother and you did a couple interviews. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What was your fit? Did you first of all, did you get to go inside to hear what was going on?
Yes, I did.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel kind of bad, you know. It made me really rethink my life and different things that, you know, that me and my siblings have been through, man, to put that in the past, because at that point it was a surreal moment right there, you know, man, because his life was on the line. I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? So anything that I felt that, you know, he may have done wrong, that shit went out the window with me, man.
Right. So when you went into the courtroom, because I know every time I got in there, I got a real eerie feeling. It felt like death was in the air. When you went into the courtroom, you had to sit down and you watched it. And you said it made you rethink your life and everything. It's like, because we take life for granted so much. And then it's like, in the things that we should get right, and we wait until life either gone or is far past us for the other play that we should have, could have games. So I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe, because I've been talking about your book, so I believe you going to see your brother on trial. While you were sitting there, I believe Miss Joanne whispered in your ear and said, "Carey, now is the time." Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, you partially right, bro. I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I couldn't get no sleep, man. When all this stuff started coming down, it was a surreal moment. And I wasn't only hoping that Robert, you know, that I forgive Robert about different things that we had disagreements on. I was hoping he forgave me as well, you know, because I've done things wrong too. Ain't nobody perfect. So, you know, that's where I was at, man, with it. My mama, man, I felt like she kept me woke, you know, because I couldn't get no sleep. I had to go down there. I didn't actually get no sleep until I came back and I was able to rest. I went down there twice, had took off. I was working a job and I took off, you know, for a whole week. I didn't even care about the money I was missing. You know, at that point, it was more important for me to go and see what was going on with my brother in his life.
Are you fading out a little bit, Carey?
I didn't hear you.
Are you fading out a little bit?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
What was the last little bit? But you said it was the last ending.
No, I was just basically saying that, you know, at that point, I didn't even care about, you know, anything that was going on with my brother's life. You know, not the past situations that we may or may have had or may not have or whatever. I just was more concerned about his life, you know, and that's why I went there. I went there when I took off work and I didn't care about the money that I missed taking off work to go there to be supportive of my brother. I knew that if he saw me out there on the news, then he would have knew that I put things behind us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he know me better than anybody. It's like I know him better than anybody in this world.
Right. Right. And you got the word that he was excited that you was there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
right,
sir.
Right. And you got the word about that. So let's get down to it. This book. What made you come out with this book? Because I'm gonna ask the questions that nobody else gonna ask. And what made you come out with this book?
Well, to be honest, I actually been working on this book for over 20 years. This ain't no pop-up thing that I said, hey, I'm just gonna put out a book. And I've been actually studying my family as well as myself.
Okay.
I've been studying different things, and I've been seeing things that had transpired that wasn't to my mama liking.
Okay.
A lot of different things that she raised us on, we all veered from it.
Okay.
Not just Robert, not just Bruce, not just Teresa, not just me. We all veered from her teachings and everything that she taught us. Her morals and her values, and the sacrifices that she made for us to even have a life for all of us. So I started basically studying my family and studying different things, and it was a lot of people who actually came into our family or around our family that was enablers. They never wanted to see us together, because if Robert was powerful as he was by himself, you can only imagine with his brothers and his family behind him how powerful the Kelly family would become. So a lot of people seen that.
So I guess let me ask you this. So with you saying that, right? Robert was just the vehicle and to open a door to the Kelly family. So
he wasn't actually just a vehicle. He was the driver. He was the vehicle. He was the insurance. He was everything.
Okay.
That opened the door. God blessed him with a gift. We all got gifts, but his gift was different. It was way more advanced than ours. And yes, he was the person that God chose.
So okay, cool. So if you saying that, right, in the Kelly family, because some people want to know about this Kelly discrepancy, and some people were saying, well, R. Kelly last name was Frank Kelly, and this and this. Let's break this down. The Kelly family is in Chicago and Indiana, and are y'all anywhere else? Because I just know about y'all being them two places.
Well, I'm gonna break it down like this, bro. Okay. When it comes to our family, we was blessed to see 3 generations of women.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is we was able to see our great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
She was 90-something years old when she passed away, but she knew who her family was.
Right.
She showed us who our family.
Are you getting low again, Carey?
Okay. I say, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
She showed us who our family was.
Mm-hmm.
We was able to see her. She didn't pass away until we was all grown. So that was 3 generations of women, our great grandmother on down to our grandmother to our mother. So they knew exactly who their family members were. She had a couple of sisters, my great grandmother that passed away. We knew them too. So we knew everybody in the family. So when people start popping up and saying they our family, it's only because they don't know how deep our family history runs.
Okay.
They figured they could just jump in like double dutch and say this and say that, and that's not the case. So we had 3 wise women that taught us everything that we knew. And family members that we didn't know throughout the years, they introduced
So how far is Gary, Indiana from Chicago?
I would say maybe about 30 minutes.
Okay.
About 30 minutes.
All right. So with that being said, right, when you went to New York and you got to see all of the mayhem that surrounded your brother R. Kelly, when you seen different factions out there doing different things, and when you seen stuff that was going on, that I guess did that inspire you to put some scripture verses of forgiveness into this book?
Well, actually, my mama inspired me to do that. You know, me seeing the things that Robert was going through when I got to New York, that was just basically saying it's time. My mama had been inspiring me. It's confirmation. She had been inspiring me because, I mean, throughout the years, I still tried to be that sibling that, you know, that would remind my siblings of my mama and what she taught us. But, you know, when you're grown and you all grown and everybody going their own separate ways, that's just how, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Right.
But I tried to stay close to her teachings. I veered off several times, you know, on many different things, you know, when I did interviews and you know, and I was angry at the time and not understanding what was really going on with my family, because we was a tight-knit family. The industry and people that was around Robert just divided us. They enabled. So when you grow up with someone and you loved them before they had money, you loved them before they had fame, and you knew that they loved you, you know, and then somebody is able to come and change the whole perspective of that, then it makes you wonder, like, man, you know, what's really going on behind closed doors. Right. And so that's when I started really paying attention to different things and how many people that attach themselves to Robert's success and attach themselves to his fame and fortune, you know, and not only did they attach themselves, they was telling Robert different things like you shouldn't have your brothers around, you shouldn't have your family around, you don't need them, and he didn't need us, you know, but we've been together all our life, so why should we let this fortune and fame change who we were?
So basically, the people that came to separate y'all pretty much caused the division, in which the division it bred envy and anger amongst the siblings, pretty much.
Well, I can only really speak for myself. You know, I wasn't envious. I was hurt, and I was a little angry, but I was more so hurt than anything because, you know, I'm the baby of the family. You know, so they watched me grow up. You know, I always looked up to my siblings.
Right.
So to me, I felt like, you know, I was abandoned. You know, but you know, like I said, I seen the problem. The more I hung around, and the more I seen the people come and go like revolving doors, I was able to put two and two together and see that it wasn't just my brother. It was people who was in his ear. It was people who was around him. It was people who was holding things over.
If you want to see the rest of that interview, y'all go on my official Dana J page and pull it up. The father, the brother, you know what I mean? Pull it up and listen to it. I ain't gonna play all of it here, but I will say this because I gotta send some screenshots real quick. But Bruce, if you did go on Sylvia Live and you had something to say about me, you know how I roll. Only thing I'm gonna say is shame on you, brother. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But hey, moral of the story is this right here. Stop letting people that you don't know in the comforts of your home to talk about somebody that's in your family. I get what they want. They ain't going to get what they want. It is what it is. God got me. I'm good. God got y'all too. Y'all good too. So on that note, I just had to say that little piece, come and break it off like that and understand Bruce is not the bad guy. Carey is not the bad guy. Robert's not the bad guy. Dana's not the bad guy. Stay in your lane. Mind your business. Stay out of people's family business. And for Dream Team, you know how we do. Shake the haters off, man. All of the haters gonna run to a page to talk about you. So if you ain't popping, then guess what? They ain't gonna talk about you. But for all y'all that's hating, y'all hit my Cash App, $officialDanaJay. You know what I'm saying? I can get lunch on y'all tomorrow. But on that note, I'm good. Y'all stay blessed. And understand this. Whatever y'all say, it don't bother me. Because I'm still blessed. So while y'all lying, I'm going to keep praying and laughing at y'all. On that note, hey, Flea Crazy, tell these little dummies what to do. Please go that way with that monkey shit. You know what I mean? And for all the scammers out there.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools. Look at me.
Let every move be your best. Enough of the speculations and the rumors. I'm finna lay that to rest. I ain't never been extorted, and I ain't never been a pussy. They thought I was patching my homes. I passed some niggas without even looking. My crib on 5 acres, Super Bowl ring like a now later. Pop a tab, I'ma have a skyscraper, make her come on a dick like a vibrator. At this point, ain't no competition. Something wrong with their comprehension. What goes around come back around. I can't fuck with groupie bitches. I'm too superstitious. Real nigga dilemma. These little niggas need parental. I was in back of the line too long. I walked to the front and skipped them. I don't ask for permission, nigga. If I want it, I'm coming to get it, nigga. Make them stand down like a midget, nigga. If you want to get rich, you should listen, nigga. I came home and charged 25 a show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, diamond in the dirt. Now I'm up under a scope. Now they can see all my clarity. Made a couple good investments. Bought 1,000 pounds, made it disappear. Made 3.9 million fresh out to sell less than a year. Yeah. This
Say later, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down.